To a foreigner in the Philippines. Well, here I am on my enforced idleness. Following my surgery, I've got to take it easy for 6 weeks. What the heck am I going to do for 6 weeks? I like doing things, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. And just looking now, I'm going to get it down here. Look at all of these. I have some heavy. I have some heavy listening to do. These are just some of the CDs that my friend Bill and his family sent to me. So everything from Mozart to Beethoven, Beethoven to Beatles, all of my favourites he managed to dig out. I don't know how he did it, things that I had to leave behind when I ran away from America. People always say I ran away, so that's okay. So now they're going to be played and I'll have plenty of time. Of course I'll be doing videos like this, but Beth will be handling any of the locational videos where we are working on our projects, which we're not calling a halt to. But anyway, we have a 6-week plan. For those who have never looked in on us before, I just had a vasectomy reversal, so I am now able to father a child. So we're in there with the same chances as anybody else, and that's what we'll be working at in 6 weeks' time. It's a terrible job, but I think I'll be able to manage. Anyway, what else am I going to do? What else can you do? Well, I have a guitar that I have been threatening for years to get down to. Now, I am a former professional musician, trombone player and singer, and I always thought that the guitar would be such a great instrument to play. In fact, I always said I'd give anything to play the guitar. And then I realized, when I came to a sense of reality, that it is true that I would give anything except one thing, and that was time. Well, now I have no excuses. So I have 3 things that I want to do, apart from making videos like this one. 3 things that I would like to do. I would like to include on that list of listening to music, and a lot of it, to learning to play music, and perhaps you'll hear me fumbling around on the guitar before long, maybe. I'm not sure about that. But the other thing is that I thought it was about time I learned the language, so I'm going to be working on that. 6 weeks of working every day with no excuses. So that's something that I'll be reporting on, because as everybody knows, or everybody agrees, maybe I shouldn't agree, but it gets difficult. Let's agree that it gets a little more difficult to learn these things, which require short-term memory and then consolidation of that memory. As you get older, it gets more difficult. So, I'm going to be looking at that and looking at some of the problems. How would I approach learning, learning music, yes, but how would I approach anything like this, playing the guitar, learning to say words which are foreign to me, literally, no pun intended? How would I do that? Well, repetition is the key. I feel that repetition is the key. Now, what would I have that would be supported by that? What would support that opinion? Well, you can't close that door, honey, because it changes the light.
No, it's okay. That's okay.
Really?
Yeah, because the cats are playing.
She who must be obeyed, and she's throwing the cats out because they're playing and making a noise. I thought it was her. Well, repetition is the big thing. If you have any idea about how a musician learns his craft, you will know that it's repetition. They play scales, and they play scales not just once or twice, they play them over and over and over, and they play them every day to keep up and support and maintain their skill even after they've learned to play a scale perfectly. They play it perfectly as many times as they need to in order to maintain their ability to go in that area of their instrument, looking at the instrument and learning an instrument as if it's a map, and you're going to go into every area. Right, one scale will handle over here, another scale will handle over here, and so on, and then gradually it all crosses, and your ability on the instrument is overall. It's a complete general skill rather than a specific skill, where most people can pick up an instrument and in a fairly short time they can learn to play one tune. That is called specific skill. The general skill is a much slower level, and it is from the bottom up, and it keeps going up like this. It takes a lot longer, and whereas this clever guy who learned to play one tune and can pick up an instrument and play one tune and fool everybody that he can do that all over the instrument or on any tune, well, yeah, it just wouldn't be true. So that's what I plan on doing. I'll get the guitar out and dust it off, and it will be dusty, believe me. I bought it when we first came to Bohol because for some strange reason I've had this love-hate relationship with the guitar and just never got round to giving it the respect that it deserves. But I always love to own a guitar, and I have a beautiful guitar, and I will be working on it. That, I will be listening to music, I will be reacquainting myself with my love of the classics, and I will be learning a language. That's all along with making videos. So that's been my little Beethoven to Beatles video, and I hope that you'll look in again. This is a foreigner in the Philippines. Thanks for doing so. Bye for now.